Coming to the top story of the hour is that United States government asks foreign nationals who have been present in the country for more than 30 days to register with the federal government. A U.S. District Court judge has recently allowed the Trump administration to move forward with a contentious new rule requiring millions of immigrants to register with the federal government and carry documentation. In a statement issued, the Department of Homeland Security said that all non-citizens 18 and older must carry this documentation at all times. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt issued a statement on registration of foreign nationals with the federal government, stating that the failure to comply with this is a crime punishable by fines and imprisonment. Adding to that, she also stated that any individual who fails to do so will be arrested, fined and deported back to their respective countries. Let's listen into what she said.
The deadline for registration under the Alien Registration Act is today. All foreign nationals present in the United States longer than 30 days must register with the federal government. Failure to comply with this is a crime, punishable by fines, imprisonment, or both. As President Trump and Secretary Noem have both said, if you register and you leave now, you choose to self-deport. You may have the opportunity to return later legally. But if not, you will be arrested, fined, deported, never to return to our country again. The Trump administration will continue to enforce our nation's immigration laws. We will not pick and choose which laws to enforce. We must know who is in our country for the safety and the security of our homeland and for all American citizens.
All right, viewers, but before we get into that, I'd like to show you the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services site to let you know about the FNQs required for that. This is the site that it looks like that. It's an alien registration requirement that I'll be talking about that. And when we're talking about the FNQs, and first of all, how to determine if you're already registered, one of the questions is who is already registered? Anyone who has been issued one of the documents designated as evidence of registration under 8 CFR 264 has already been registered, and also anyone who submitted one of the forms designated at 8 CFR 264.1A and provided fingerprints unless waived and was not issued one of the pieces of evidences designated at 8 CFR 264.1B has been compiled with the registration requirement of INA 262. And aliens who have already registered include, first of all, law permanent residents. Second of all, aliens paroled into the United States under INA 212D5, even if the period of parole has expired. Aliens admitted to the United States as non-immigrants who were issued Form I-94 or I-94W, and even if the period of admission has expired. All aliens present in the United States who were issued immigrant or non-immigrant visas before the last date of arrival. Aliens whom DHS has placed into removal proceedings. Aliens issued an employment authorization document. Aliens who have applied for lawful permanent residence using forms I-485, I-687, I-691, I-698, I-700 and provided fingerprints unless waived even if the applications were denied. Lastly, aliens issued border crossing cards. The next, talking about who is not registered, anyone who has not applied to the Department of State for a visa has been issued one of the documents designated as evidence of registration under 8 CFR 264.1B or has not submitted one of the forms designated under that and provided fingerprints. Other details regarding that are aliens present in the United States without inspection and admission or inspection and parole who have not otherwise registered, Canadian visitors who entered the United States at land ports of entry and were not issued evidence of registration, and aliens who submitted one or more benefit requests to USCIS not listed in 8 CFR 264.1, including applications for deferred action or temporary protected status, who were not issued evidence of registration listed in that. And when we're talking about who must register, if you fall into who is not registered, then you must register all aliens 14 years of age or older who are not registered and fingerprinted. and when applying for a visa to enter the United States and whom remain in the US for 30 days or longer, they must apply before the expiration of those 30 days. The parents or legal guardians of aliens less than 14 years of age, parents or legal guardians must apply for the registration of aliens less than 14 years of age who have not been registered and remain in the United States for 30 days or longer before the expiration of those 30 days. And any alien, whether previously registered or not, who turns 14 years old in the United States within 30 days after their 14th birthday. And it's to be noted that American Indians born in Canada who entered the United States under Section 289 of the INA and members of the Kickapoo traditional tribe of Texas who enter the US under the Texas Band of Kickapoo Act are not required to register. Moving on to the next question, which is who may submit form under the G325R. Only the following people may submit form G325R. An alien on their own behalf or a parent or legal guardian on behalf of an alien who is less than 14 years of age. Anyone who makes a false statement on a form G325R, including submitting a false or fictitious registration, may be subject to criminal penalties. And when we're talking about how to register, step 1 is create a USCIS online account, and step 2 is submit form G325R, as I've already talked about that earlier. And the step 3 is USCIS review of form G325R. The step 4 is attend appointment for biometric collections, and then the step 5 is receive registration documentations. And when we're talking about further about that, the criminal penalties for willful failure, refusal to register or provide biometrics. Any alien who willfully fails or refuses to apply to register or be fingerprinted, and any parent or legal guardian who is required to apply for the registration on behalf of an alien less than 14 years of age and who willfully fails or refuses to file an application for the registration of such alien will be guilty of a misdemeanor and will upon conviction be fined not to exceed $5,000 or be imprisoned not more than 6 months or both. What to expect after registering? And all aliens 18 years of age and over in the US required to register under INA 262, including but not limited to those who register using this new process, must carry and have in their personal possession evidence of those registration at all times. And in that, you have to make sure that criminal penalties for failure to carry evidence of registration is there. There has to be address updates as well, and criminal immigration penalties for failures to update your address with USCIS and avoid any immigration scams. Those are the FNQs concerning to the registration of alien registration, as you can see on the side of US government, the Citizenship and Immigration Services. We have with us Sanjeev Srivastav.